On to you, Libras. So you Libras actually have the Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, and then you have the Six of Swords. So what's going on here for you very much so is the value that it is that you brought to the table with an ex. They know now that to not play with you, but it's a little too late. You Libras don't want anything to do with them. You don't care to. They just gonna have to appreciate it from afar, pretty much. I mean, I'm just really summarizing it for you. You know those types of people that basically they just want to play stupid until you stop just talking to them, and then when you stop talking to them, now you basically understand. Now they basically understand who you are, and they want to come back, right? And I've talked about this before that like a lot of people just, a lot of people are just getting caught up in incubus succubus behavior, to be real with you. Like, they get themselves into relationships knowing good and well that they don't want to be in them, use relationships as a come up, and you Libras just see it, but you're not like doing anything. You're not doing anything for them to feel jealous. You Libras are just going about your business and minding your own business, right? You're not really doing anything to kind of, you Libras are not really doing anything really to kind of get these people to think about this or to make them feel jealous to come back. You Libras are just doing it based upon just off the strength of your own back. Like, if they don't want to do right by you, you just left. That's it, right? And you've been single for a little while, and you know how it is, right? We're still during a Mercury retrograde. We got about 2 days left up until the end of the 29th. That's when I think the Mercury retrograde stops. But you know how it is. People now start going down memory lane, thinking about how good they had it being with you Libras, now that they don't have you Libras' attention anymore. But it is what it is. And so now you're in a situation where the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands here represents how a lot of you are in a place where the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands here now very much so you wouldn't want them to come back anyway. Like, Two of Wands represents like you don't want anybody to come back. You wouldn't want them to come back anyway. You don't care if they come back. You don't want them to come back. They're in a place where all it is that they can do is just essentially waste your time, because they're not on anything. They're there, you're here. They're not on anything. And you pretty much already kind of having a conversation with the end of the conversation that they're not on anything, and they're not gonna be on anything. And you Libras know that they're not gonna be on anything. And that's so because of that fact, a lot of you are in a position where a lot of you are going to be in a position where because of that you don't have time for that anymore, right? You are focusing on things and people that bring you value. In exchange, you bring them value, right? And it's not transactional. It's not like you have to force it, or it's like some sort of like procedure where it's like rocket science, right? Some sort of calculus or whatever. It's not even calculus. Let the heart lead, let the heart and the mind lead the way. And if they have you in their thoughts and in their own good wishes, then they will be enticed to do things for you that is good, right? Like, I got my mom a pair of gold earrings, right, for Mother's Day. Not this Mother's Day that passed. I'm talking about 2021. Why did I get her it? Love her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really a logical reason as far as that. I just love her. The years that she put in work and didn't, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't be like, oh no, I regret y'all. You ain't never never told us that she regretted us, thankfully, or any of that goofy nonsense. So I was like, you know what? I was just thinking, I got the bread, get her something for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up. Totally random. She's not gonna expect this coming up. Boom, got her something for Mother's Day. That's it. You feel me? Like, if a like you gotta understand that like a lot of how can I break down the game to you Libras? Like a lot of this logistics, like a lot like people say all these different things and they make relationships so specific down to the minute letter because it's a means of control is what was why, right? Like if a person has you in their mind and they think fondly of you, they are going to do things by mistake that is going to be in your benefit, and you're going to do things by mistake. And what I mean when I say by mistake, I mean completely unplanned and not thought of. I got my mom flowers for another Mother's Day, roses. My mom's huge on plants, plant life. She loves plant life. Went ahead and got her some wild growing roses, red roses, very red. Why'd I get her it? It was 100% random. Like I didn't know why. And so the situation with that is that that's how relationships, my dear Libras, are supposed to be. All of this, you gotta spend money on me. It's like if this is what I'm talking about. Like all of these things are baked into the cake. A person who cares about you is going to take you out because it's acts of kindness. Like you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like you Libras won't have to tell the person you got to take me out. Like if like a person who has to really like say stuff like that and make it like a highlight, like I'm not gonna be with you, like I'm not gonna be with you Libras unless you take me out. That lets you know it's a means of control because that's something because truth be told, what I'm getting at is that's something that you Libras learn as you get to know them. So you Libras like not wanting to be with people right now and just being single and just kind of dating around and just and trying to see who has you in their thoughts in the best way is working for you. And a lot of people don't like the fact that you're operating on your own time. And so the thing is that the Eight of Pentacles here represent, like, for instance, sometimes to show you my point, for instance, my mom will give me certain things. My mom gave me a gift yesterday. Why? I don't know. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, it's not this super calculated, I'm going to go ahead and do this. You know, my mom wanted some laundry detergent, went ahead and got her some laundry detergent. You know, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so, and was happy to do it. Why? Because I love her. You know? So, um, like general acts of kindness is not like this. It's not like this forced obligated obligation thing. It's this thing where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do this, but it's not like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not like friction. It's a greased wheel. It's something where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it and because I want to, and it's from my own good nature and stuff like this. And a lot of you Libras understand it. But the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands here represents, and that kind of goodness is what you're looking for. You know, people are, if you ask me, people are overly analytical about things that they shouldn't be, and they are overly analytical about things that they should not be overly analytical about, and they are not analytical enough about things that they should be analytical about. That's why the Three of Wands is there. That's why the Eight of Pentacles is there. It's because you Libras know what you're looking for. Once again, you Libras are getting y'all stuff together. The investments are growing. a lot of y'all are getting in the gym. A lot of y'all are feeling good about yourselves, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You go into the doctors, that work looks good. You ain't got any kind of stuff swimming around in you. You are good, a lot of you. And so the thing is that the Four of Cups represents now other people, they can't say that. Other people can't say that about themselves. And so the Queen of Pentacles here and the Star card for you Libras represent y'all are not focused on that. A lot of you are focusing on accomplishing your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. And so the situation for you is you're in a place where you Libras essentially, you have so much to live for and you are using what to live for, right? I remember hearing the story about how this individual had this significant other that just wanted this person to buy so much stuff. And at any rate, and in any case, this person stopped hanging out with this individual, moved, right? Since moved, stopped hanging out with this individual, single, got back in the gym, healthier, healthier, making well over 6 figures, on point. And, you know, you got to make sure that you're good. And I've talked about being selfish to a certain extent. You should be selfish to a certain extent. You know, you shouldn't be so selfish to the point where it's like, yo, it doesn't make any sense to be this selfish. But you Libras have reserved the right and the privilege to be selfish because of the work that y'all been putting in. I've been reading for y'all all year, and all I've been seeing for you Libras is y'all are getting it together while y'all are doing the hard work, while people are just being stupid and dysfunctional and irresponsible. And you just, regardless of what happens around y'all, y'all are just so focused doing your own thing. And y'all deserve this break to where back in, I'll say September, y'all just basically decided to say, forget about everything and focus on what it is that y'all got to do. And rightfully so. And you should feel empowered because of it. Now, let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Star card for you Libras. You know, like, you feel me? Like a person who loves you, a person who can get out of there. And not only that too, but like a lot of the times people can't seem to get out of their own way. Can't get out of their own way, right? Dealing with somebody was producing a video game. Have to set aside time to make my video game. Okay? I'm doing that to fit to what I want it to be. Boom. Doing that, doing right, all of that type of stuff, right? All of that. Person doesn't like the fact that I'm taking time out at the time when I was making my first video game, because I'm going to produce more. But the time that I produced my first video game, right? That's on the iOS, by the way. The link will be in the comment section. They got upset, and what did? They blocked me. And it's like, what you blocked me for? Like, you know what I'm saying? The person didn't like the fact that I wasn't talking to them. But this is what I'm talking about when I say there's no emotional regulation. I was talking to them. It's just that I just don't have all the time all day. This is why you Libras can't find anybody. People's delusions, they're delusions. They're delusional. A lot of people are delusional, regardless of whom you're talking about, because both sides are delusional about certain things. Like a lot of the guys want, I ain't even gonna tell you what they want. You heard of it before. They want 2 and 3. Okay, that's cool. You can have your 2 and 3. That's okay. As far as I understand, a lot of people down with the 2 and 3. That's cool. But at the same time, it's like they want people that never been with anybody. That's delusional. They want to go back to the 1950s. That's delusional too. It's like, why make it hard on yourselves? So let's clarify the Star card. Page of Swords, Two of Wands, Strength card for you Libras, Eight of Cups, and then you have the Ace of Wands for you Libras, right? To clarify the Star card, which is going after your hopes and your dreams and actualizing your hopes and your dreams, right? Apotheosis. Page of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Strength card here for you represents how, and you just see a lot of people would just be like ops in your way. And the Strength card is that they're just more things, they're just more challenges to get through. No, you Libras want to make the easiest point between two places, which is yourself and success, and that's a straight line. And so y'all are not trying to bring people in to complicate things. The Eight of Wands and the the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands, some people won't like it, but again, it's not that you Libras are not open to date at all. It's that you Libras will make your own decisions whom you're going to date. It's not about that. It's not about having a person tell you you should date them. It's you using your eyes and your ears and your brain and your heart to make a sound decision, to make sure that you're getting a good option and not a chameleon or pick me, which is the same thing, trying to convince you or pull the wool over your eyes that you're a decent person when they're not. Not you, but I mean that they are a decent person when they're not. And then the next thing you know, you find out later on, after you've decided to give them a chance and everything like that. This is why, as I say, stop moving in so quickly. People will be packing up U-Haul trucks super quickly, and that's desperation. That's desperation. Soon as you get to know them, 2-3 months afterwards, y'all, why? These relationships are microwavable nowadays. Microwavable. And this is why they don't last long. The foundation doesn't get built well. You got to see a person a few times or more and see what they're like in different situations. They're not always going to be cool. They're not always going to be upset. They're not always going to be down. They're not always going to be disappointed. They're not. What do they look like under pressure? You know, are they hardworking? Are they dedicated? Do they have a good head on their shoulders? These are all questions that people have to know. Like, so that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Right now we're at 29,640 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever it is that I drop my videos. Peace.